Hi everybody, welcome back to Yarn on the Beach. This is episode 213 and we're here live in Southwest Florida at Bonita Beach watching the sunrise over the buildings and the trees to the east. And this is the Gulf of Mexico behind me. And I have something to show you this morning. You know Mike, the metal detector guy that we say hi to sometimes, and he even writes comments once in a while. He brought me a gift this morning. Check this out. He brought a gift for Dolly, actually. He found an umbrella that sits on a clamp on Dolly the Wonder Wagon, and it turns so that I can keep my camera and my tripod in the shade. Isn't that great? So he stopped. That's why I'm a little behind in getting ready this morning, and that's okay, because what a lovely surprise this morning. So thank you so much, Mike. This is perfect. It's what I have not been able to find on my own. So yay! Hopefully the camera stays bright now. Oh, I know, he's such a nice guy. He also, do you remember when he thought he found one of my tassel earrings at the beach? Somebody had left a tassel earring here, and he hung on to it and waited to show me to see if it was mine. It wasn't, but it was still really sweet. Oh, Leanne's on her way. Okay, good morning, Freezabee. I've missed a few names, sorry. Hi, Ruthie. Hi, Chantel. Hi, everybody that I missed. I was excited to show you the umbrella because he just gave it to me. Oh, Lisa has this top. Yay, that's awesome. I only bought it in the green so far, but it comes in hot pink and white and navy, and so pretty. One of my favorite parts of the top, besides the embroidery, I love that, is the fact that it ties in the back, which I think makes it less loosey-goosey here. So I feel like even though it's a flowy top, it fits my shape better and doesn't make me look one-dimensional, not one-dimensional. It shows off curves better. So Lisa bought the hot pink. Oh, that's great. I would really like the hot pink one too. Good morning, Constance. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Judy. Thanks for joining live. Hopefully everybody had a nice weekend. If you're crafting this morning, I'd love to hear about it. Hi, DJ, and bye. Hi, Catherine. Hi, Carrie. Carrie's from Norway and knitting a baby blanket. That's awesome. Thanks for joining. Hi, Madeline from France, and Melissa, Villick. Good to see you all here today. Thank you for joining me. Happy Monday. What has everybody been working on? Sherry's working on her Sweet Clara top. Wonderful. Santa Bella shawl. Wonderful. That's a fun one. Lisa's working on a boho bag. That's great. What have I been working on this weekend? I've been working on making jewelry and making bowls and making baskets. All basically stuff for the handmade gift book. Baby blankets. Let's see. Terry finished her birch lace vest yesterday. That's wonderful. Someone's working on a shawl called Birds of a Feather. I've heard of it. Stacy's working on a sweater. That's great. Hi, Melissa. I am in the mood to make myself a new sweater right now, or a top of some kind, and actually I'd like to do two. I'd like to make myself a new top in knitting and in crochet. Got two ideas brewing in my head. A lotus flower blanket. That sounds pretty, Sherry. Hi, Ruth. Leanne's working on a knot rug. Oh, that sounds fun. I made the latch. I had a latching tool and I made rugs when I was a kid. I can't remember what it's called now. Is it latch rug? Latch hook maybe? I'm sure somebody will know what I'm talking about and correct my wording. KB's making a pair of socks. That's great. Freezabee's working on a cardigan. Latch hook. Thank you. Yeah, that was fun. That was probably one of my first crafts. When I was a kid, I did latch hooking and I did stamped cross stitch. Never did learn counted cross stitch, but I did stamped cross stitch and I loved it a lot. I still have one of my giant pieces that I made, and then from there I did a little bit of embroidery too. Those were my kitty crafts. Not that they're kitty crafts, but those are the ones that I did when I was a kid. Hi Edna, thanks for joining. And then I think those were the only, and I always drew. I was always drawing evening gowns and wedding dresses when I was a kid. I loved drawing clothes. But cross stitch was fun. Cross stitch and embroidery I enjoyed a lot too. And then I played piano. Those are my creative outlets. Piano I still play. Cross stitch I haven't done. Have I? No, I haven't done that in a long time. Good morning, Terry from Texas. Thanks for joining live. Judy, no, I didn't play guitar when I was a kid, Judy. I learned how to play guitar a few years ago off of YouTube. Sherry plays organ and guitar. That's great. I play guitar now, Frieza B, but not when I was a kid. My memories of those crafts are when I was like 7, 8, 9, and 10. And I learned to play piano when I was 8, and I was doing cross stitch, stamped cross stitch and latch hooking, probably ages 8, 9, 10, 11, somewhere in that range. A diamond mesh shrug. Patricia, that sounds nice. Oh, I ordered a bunch of different kinds of beads from suppliers last week, and they should be arriving soon, and when they get here I can finish my jewelry projects, and I'm so excited to do that. You know, you can only get so far in a project if it's going to be beaded, and then you have to wait for the beads or start when the beads get here, so I'm pretty anxious for that. Sherry, oh, you took organ lessons as a kid and still play. That's great. What are my favorite colors, Edna wants to know. That's a fun question, but a tough question to answer too. Collectively, I love rainbow colors together in order, in any capacity, whether it's pastels or neons or muted or bold or saturated. I love the look of the rainbow spectrum. Specifically though, colors that I gravitate towards are hot pinks, turquoises, purples, and anything in those 3 colors, anything in those ranges of colors, and then metallics. So I can't even answer with one color. So, and then in the metallic range, I really gravitate towards champagne gold, which I feel is somewhere between a gold and a silver. I also like bronze a lot, and I like copper. Yeah, I could go on and on with any, I could go on and on with all the different pinks I like, or all the different purples, or all the different green, I like turquoises, meaning that range between blue and green. And then that range between purple and red where you have all the violets. I could go on and on about that too. But then when you go from red to orange, and you've got all your corals and peaches you could talk about too. Terry, oh, got hot and humid in Texas. Same here, same here. But we don't, it's not going to be fall here till November, so we're going to have summer for quite a few more months in South Florida. So I don't even pretend. I've had people ask me about cooler weather clothes and stuff, and we're not going to be able to wear a jacket till October probably. But the humidity's really picked up in the last couple of weeks. That's what's been, it's hot and humid as it is in Florida in the summertime. It's more humid right now than normal. If you notice, red tide looks a little okay today. I don't see fish floating in the water, which is nice. Leanne, orange is an interesting color, and going back to what we were talking about with whether we are a spring, autumn, summer, or winter color, or which colors go better with us. I think that once you understand which colors work better for you, there are definitely oranges that everybody can wear, believe it or not. Like for me, I don't look good in the burnt oranges and the fall oranges, but I look good in the cool oranges like a coral and a peach. As long as they stay on the cooler side, I look good in orange and I feel comfortable in it, but if it goes to the warm side, like the fall oranges, like the color of changing leaves, then I don't look good in oranges at all. Yeah, purple can look good on everybody. Again, it's going to depend on which shades and how cool and warm they are as to what they look. Yeah, Villic, if you gravitate towards warmer colors, like a fall color scheme, then yes, burnt orange would be great for you, absolutely. I love purple too. I think let's see. Yeah, so then you have purple that ranges from a blue violet all the way over to a red violet, and there can be so much variation in purple too. As you can go from the lavenders and lilacs to the royal purples all the way over to the red violet and fuchsia. I should bring a color wheel with me because it would be so helpful to talk about this stuff if I could point where we are in the color wheel when we talk about that. I'll try to remember to put one in my bag, maybe even somehow fortify it. I don't have a, oh, what do you call that thing? I don't have a laminating tool, but Melissa likes blues and pinks. Yeah, they're so pretty. I love so much color. Oh, it's even hot in Newfoundland now. That's strange. Yeah, not all colors look good on everybody, or not all shades of colors. So if you can find the cooler tones of a color or the warmer tones of a color, it really does depend on that. Yeah, I'll bring, as soon as I remember it, I'll bring a color wheel. Yeah, black, golds, and bronzes. Yes, I love all those colors too. And turquoise, absolutely. Greens are tough for me. I have to pay attention to how warm or cool they are. Like, this is a color that I like to wear. But this is definitely more the turquoise and the brighter colors. The darker greens I stay away from most of the time. But that doesn't mean they're not good for other people. Everybody has different shading. Some people have a warmer skin tone or a cooler skin tone, warmer hair tone, cooler hair tone, and that all plays into it. My skin tone is warm, and I think, ah! Whatever that was, it bit me. What the hell is it? All right, it doesn't hurt that bad, but I definitely got bit. KB stays away from yellows and greens. Yellow is another color that's tricky. I stayed away from yellow for a really long time until I got a hand-me-down dress from a friend of mine, and it was so funny because I thought I'd look like a banana wearing a yellow dress, and she gave me this really pale yellow, cool yellow sundress, and every time I wear it, people stop me and ask how, and tell me how beautiful the dress looks on me. So I'm guessing it goes back to that theory. My skin's warm tone, so to wear colors that are cooler tone really do complement me better regardless of the color. So I started thinking in terms of wearing yellow when I never ever wore yellow before that. Red's another tricky color. Goldish yellow. Oh, goldish yellow like the fall is what Villic likes. Yeah, that's the warm tone gold. That usually doesn't look good on me and makes me go pale. Oh no, Beatrice, that sounds awful. This definitely wasn't a wasp. It doesn't hurt that bad. But I didn't recognize what kind of a bug it was, which is scary. Share my thoughts on seamless versus seamed garments. That is a great question. They're both awesome in different ways. Seamless, if you understand the concept of doing a top-down seamless construction and you're going to make it to fit you, it is a wonderful way to just start and go if you don't need to follow a pattern. Okay? If you are new to garments or just prefer a simpler pattern to read and follow, seamed garments are a heck of a lot easier for getting sizes correct and for making things fit well. And the seams actually give good structure to some garments too. So there are definitely Sorry. There are definitely benefits to seamed garments. I think one of the reasons why so many people avoid seamed garments is because they're afraid of seaming. And my goodness, if you're not good at seaming, seaming can seem daunting, and it can even be something that you find that you're not successful at because you don't know how to do it. But once you learn the techniques and the tips and tricks for seaming, seaming is not hard to do. It's actually quite easy to do, and it's a great tool to have in your repertoire of skills, whether you knit or crochet, because it actually, you can make some of the easiest garments to make and get them to fit almost every single time because they're so much easier to size that way. Lisa and B both carry EpiPens. Yeah, if you get allergic reactions, or you know that you do, that's really important. And for those of you that don't know, they do expire, so you can't just have one and keep it forever. You got to make sure that you follow the expiration date on them, because otherwise it's worthless in your purse. You're welcome, Stacy. I hope I answered that. Do you have any other questions on the subject? Because I can go further in either one for you, because there are definitely pluses to both of seamed and seamless garments, and I know there's been a huge trend for many years now to do seamless garments, but in my opinion, I think it's only because people are intimidated by sewing skills. And once you learn how to sew pieces of fabric together, or pieces of yarn fabric together, it's not hard at all. Yes, Stacy, I should do tutorials on seaming, absolutely. Edna, what am I working on right now? Well, I finished, you know, I said I was working on jewelry this weekend, and I had to stop working on pieces because they're at the point where they need beads that I don't have in my possession yet. So here's one of the I-cords that I made. I made I-cord in 2 different sizes, and I don't have the crochet ones with me. I made a beautiful crochet fabric that's not like an I-cord, but something that's very jewelry friendly. So here's 2 of my I-cord lengths that I have. Got 2 crochet pieces like this, and I have several other ideas in my head for jewelry right now. Oh, I made earrings this weekend too. I made a pair of knit earrings with Be So Dazzling sequin yarn. Oh my God. Can't wait to finish those. So I'm on a jewelry kick in my head. I also started thinking about which food gifts to create first for photography for the handmade book, and I'm still trying to figure out what's going to make the cut and whether or not I do the book in chunks and do volumes of it, or try to do one. Probably going to make more sense to do volumes, and maybe even keep it to 50 handmade gifts per book, per volume. But I'm having so much fun thinking about all the gifts I've made over the years, and all the things I think would be great to teach other people to make as gifts. So it's been a really fun journey down memory lane, and then also think of new things, and that's why I went shopping for beads last week, and I found some amazing things to share with everybody. So I'm also thinking in terms of everybody that likes to sell their items, and trying to think of really clever and fun ideas that are gifts and or things you can sell. So everything's going to be low labor, and I'm trying to picture what would stand out at a craft bazaar so that your items will not look like everyone else's items. And sometimes that's because we have found unusual beads to go with the yarn, or we've done some unusual thing that we don't see every day with the yarn. And so I'm hoping that through this book I'll be able to empower people to come up with new things to sell, and also empower people to make handmade gifts even if you don't have a lot of time. And the other part of it is really to think in terms of not just holiday, but anytime you need to give a gift. What if a friend is sad, right? And what if a friend is sad and just needs a pick-me-up? What if someone has a birthday, or you're going to a party and you have to go to someone's house and you need a hostess gift last minute? Hostess gifts are one of my favorite things to give because it's never expected. And I'll tell you what, when you go to someone's house and you bring something handmade that has nothing The bug almost went in my mouth. So when you bring someone a hostess gift that has nothing to do with the meal, even if it's handmade a food item or a handmade not food item or whatever, as long as it's something that they don't feel pressured to put into the meal or the party, I think it is one of the nicest things you could possibly do, because it's something they wouldn't even expect you to do. There go the girls with there's the turtles, the turtle volunteers. I guess they still have things going. We still have some of the barricades for the turtles. I guess that goes on till October or so. I can't remember. I know we read the signs one day. Jane, that's a great idea. Her best friend's husband died, and every once in a while she sends her handmade stuff. That's a great idea. Something occurred to me yesterday. I have a friend who I spoke to last week, and my heart is telling me she needs a surprise gift in the mail right now too. And yeah, anytime you can do that. And so my idea with this book is that it's a year-round book of quick gifts that you can make somebody, and you can pick randomly or pick a different subject, and depending on the friend, you know your friends, you know if they're jewelry people or foodie people or sweet or savory or whatever. So making something where you're going to put another gift inside it. Oh, a new mom gift, not just for the baby. Yes, Beatrice. Yes, absolutely. That is another one too. Something that's never expected and always a surprise. Yeah, anytime your gift is a surprise, I think that is the best. The look on someone's face when they didn't expect you to bring them something and you brought them something handmade. Yeah, that's a great feeling. And not wanting anything in return, there's something so magical about those moments. But yeah, new mom gifts, absolutely. And that could be a spa gift. What if you made a new mom some beautiful washcloths and added some lovely body products to it? That would make an amazing new mom gift. Yeah, that feeling's the best. So that's why I think handmade gifts go way beyond holiday gifts, because they go into all those special times when it's not expected. Jane, I'm glad. Yeah, there's something so magical and special about that. Thanks, Lisa. I'm glad you agree. All right, so what else is in my bag? I have not worked on my nesting baskets at all. So just being real. So this is exactly the place it was last time we talked about it. That's okay. It'll get done. What else? Oh, I have yarn to start another bag. Yeah. So I got a whole bunch of things going on, but nothing I can really show for real. Looked like a lot of people started making their Serena and Jenny hats this week, so that's awesome. Oh, Sherry got a gift for finishing homeschooling with her daughter. That's wonderful. Yeah, little pouches are great to give as gifts, because you can either stuff them or give them to someone so that they can stuff them. Like they could be for someone storing their glasses in a bag, or their phone, or some other device like that. Or if you wanted to put little treats in there, that would be fun too. Oh, Beatrice, yeah. That's so nice. So she made a gift for someone going into a nursing home, and then made something for the spouse too, who is suffering as well. And you know, it's that person that's not getting any of the attention for their suffering. So let's see. That's really nice. Yeah, remembering that extra person. Really nice, because there's the person that gets all the attention, and then there's the people around them that are suffering that don't get the attention, and that's hard. Or even like the new mom thing, you know, the baby's getting all the attention and the mom's not. Yeah, the spouse left behind, that's a big one. Yep, that's a really good thought. Oh, so much. So many good ideas. The water's nice and clear today. The bugs are out with a vengeance though. Yeah, so many nice people on here who have so many wonderful ideas. I agree, Jane. Donna ordered some double-pointed needles. Wonderful. Grace wants to know how the yarn dyeing is coming along. I worked on a new color collection this weekend, so I have Be So Fine in the works for dyeing right now. You know, I can only dye so much at a time, right? Still just a one-woman show. So, you know, everything gets done in its own time. And right now I'm working on Be So Fine, and I came up with an idea for fall colors that's I'm calling the Shadow Collection. And so I am dyeing in whatever color I feel like dyeing in. And then I'm doing an over dye on part of the yarn in black, and then massaging the color through and then allowing it to sit for a while so that the black ends up taking on the color that is dyed underneath it. So it ends up being a shadow of the color, a dark shadow of the color that's previously dyed. So far I've done a silver shadow, a plum shadow, a green shadow, and what other one did I do? I think I did a cobalt shadow. So it's like a cobalt blue, which is like the color of hydrangeas, like a blue violet kind of a color. So I've got that. I've got plum, which goes into a little bit of pink and purple, and then it has its shadow. So it's really interesting. I love cobalt too, Beatrice. I have a beautiful cobalt in Be So Tender yarn. Oh, I've got it with me, I think. Yeah, this is the cobalt in Be So Tender yarn. Can you see the color? So vibrant. Love it. And so that's kind of what I was going for with the Shadow Collection, but the color's not that bright in this one. But really pretty and different. And so I've done a few colors. I like how it's come out, so I'll probably pick a few more colors to do now. Don't want to go too high contrast, so you know, I'm not going to do a yellow with the black, but maybe I will. Maybe a gold would be pretty. Orange if it doesn't go too Halloween, you know, and maybe even a hot pink, or even, you know what might be really pretty is a pale ballerina pink, like pink damask, or like a mauve shadow might be really pretty. Yeah, red and black. You're gonna be here in Southwest Florida, Sherry? You're coming here this week? Yeah, I have green and black done so far. But yeah, I think I'm gonna do mauve next. I think that might be really pretty. So yeah, so I've got a few more ideas for the Shadow Collection, and what else? I guess that's it for Be So Fine right now, and then I'll move on to another one. But we are almost out of time. Man, this time goes by so fast. Oh, that's a great idea, Jane. Yeah, asking her kids for a gift card from my website for Christmas. That's awesome. That'd be wonderful. All right, so let's take this last minute here and look out on our gorgeous view, soak in the colors of the scenery and the sound of the waves for one more minute, and set our intentions for the day. Thanks everybody for taking a time out of your busy day to spend a few minutes here with me. I hope you enjoyed the sunrise, the sound of the waves, the beautiful scenery, chatting with me and everyone else. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.